FFXIV.
The Lost and Found. Let's play.
Play.
You must be weary, Kira, and now may very well be your only chance to antecedent. A messenger from Ulda arrived with a missive for you. What could it be? What could it be? The royal seal. Curious indeed. Oh, got that seal on it, bro. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ulda in honor of Ishgar's recent victory, which they ain't even helped with. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege. You, for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for the earnest attempts to ruse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. They don't deserve it. They don't. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? So it would seem. So it would seem. And they was over there going, but mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgar's return to the Eorzean Alliance. I know, after they went hard on Alphino. We have scarce had time to mourn Moonbrita, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. I hope I said that right. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Carouse? I think that's it. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray, content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Nah, I want to shed some blood. I want to shed some dragon blood. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. What you over here sighing for, Tataru? What, you too good to be secretary for the Scions now? What you tripping on, girl? What you tripping on, girl? Curious. I've never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? She's like, I'm tired of you, antecedent. I'm not your mate. Tataru go? Tataru? I think she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Over here. Whoa. Ladies, please, this is no way to... Oh, Karen. I was just entertaining some friends. Ha ha. Oh, gods. It's all his... He's a playboy. They're crying or laughing? Oh, gods, make it stop myself. About to burst. Funny. Do we not have more pressing matters to attend to? Primal shackles its faithful bonds of eternal devotion. I've heard the power Thancred wields over his admirers is rather more fickle. Especially when each realizes she is not the sole object of his affection. Don't you get? Oh, Kira, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing really. Well, it's not nothing exactly. It feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Ophelia before things get any worse. You always know what to say, Kira. I'm glad we had this little chat. I'm sure I even said anything. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with recent excitement. Kira made me realize that there's no time like the present. Time is what I am here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from duties for a time, you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Silence are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Ori Boulder and I know that's not how you say that, but I don't. Coltonant have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. I do. I'm coming for your spot, son. She's trying to be the new warrior light or something. Whoa, hey. What up, big fellow? It's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. As aught befell, with which I might help Antecedent? Ah, not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, excuse my distraction. An adventurer was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Ori Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I'm sorry to say I have, as of yet, been unable to do so. Now, I realize that you're rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Generous to a fault, I think you can. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Murray Boulder and Coltonet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You truly are a pillar of strength, Kira. Murray Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Ah, Kira, it's true that you agreed to lead the hand. Yes, sir. Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coltonet? Our misfortune has become a blessing. An opportunity to serve alongside the light herself. I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route. True, but our mission is the same. Separated by miles we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. More practical concerns. Kira, we would have you attend the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate location to take its readings. In spirit, Kira, in spirit. We shall be together every step of the way. At last, the Scion's woman deigned to grace me with her presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isambhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I have finished calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. And please stand at an appropriate distance and watch for wild beasts. We have both completed our respective tasks, a satisfactory outcome. Though I could make one suggestion. You might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Excuse me? Now then, snake mold awaits, shall we? Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I Fascinating. Things are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as a surprise. I'm not given to superstition. A queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let's quit the place and return to this lake. We have one more site to survey. As before, my guardian, pray my task and our safety. Yeah, fire! Should prove invaluable to ye gods. What is that stench? You slaughter a creep of adamantoids? Or did you slaughter a creep of adamantoids while my back was turned? Quickly now to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reek of blood and offal. Choose to paddle in the Ikora while longer? I take it. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It appears that there has been a measurable decrease in Aor's ambient aether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient aether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now, come along. Aren't you just... You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable situation from which to keep watch while I take measurement. Yes, quite high. Yes, still lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th austral era. Could the presence of primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Something else? Scion, come here. I need you. What is it? Aw, that's wicked. Wilbred. Sword draw. Fear not, my friends. Hope has arrived. There you are, Kira. Ori and I were worried when your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog, but not by one, no. Or made from blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Very a mark on a sword or a shield. I've heard nothing of any crystal grave operation in this area. What caused that railroad to come here? What should we do? We'll see to the scholar's protection here. Aye, and the boy's remains you should return to the Rising Stones, and to see them to know what happened here. So young. What happened to you? Apologies, I accidentally didn't record what she said, but in short, she said, Ulrich, dead? Mayhap murdered. By the 12, how can this be? How can that be? She also said, I will send word to Alphino at once. He will to conduct a full investigation and send word to Ulrich's family. Gods, just a boy. Who would do this and why? So, my apologies for missing that. Also missed his introduction a few episodes back whenever we first asked him to join. So my apologies for that as well. For that, I bow. My apologies. Continue the story. The power to defend oneself? Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now I think on it, I do recall Oriange mentioning that she had developed an interest in the arcanima. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Solomensa? Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. Kiera, what are you doing here? Checking on you, girl. I didn't mean for her to worry. Last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru Taru, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, at Mistress Beerjim's, let's see, Jim. I don't know. Behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again. Yes? How may I assist you, Kira? Where did Tataru go? So, you are acquainted with our newest member. Mayhap you have already noticed, but I fear young Tataru's potential is somewhat lacking. Nevertheless, she would not be denied, and goes now to undertake her first trial. A simulated inspection of three crates. A simple task, some might say, but one all arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurs to me. Why not assist Tataru with her training? Given your relationship with the girl and your growing understanding of Arcanum, you may prove a great help to her. Her trial will be conducted at the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate. You need only observe at a distance. In case you forgot, I too am a fledgling arcanist. Ha 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 ha. See my powers? Okay, I guess I got no powers yet. I haven't assigned them. Oh well. On with it. Roger seized Pirate's Port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smugglers' plans to naught, came the lass whom none could fool. Beat 'em with the backdraft, cut 'em with the gust, deck 'em with the downburst, go carbuncle go. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Are those crates I spy? Ah, this must be true tests, but we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? Carbuncle? Ah! Dang. Ah! Oh, come back, Carbuncle, come back! Ooh! I should have known you'd come, Kira. You needn't say a word, your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. Never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Thubindrum of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Kinema, like so much else, is beyond me. Port of Taru. Ah, back so soon? How fared our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress Thubirgim. Abysmally, as Kiera will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist. Wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru. If that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strength in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? Heck shit, I agree. You were too kind, Mistress Thubirgim. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Sure. Wonderful. Then to Costa del Sol we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Winch told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I am fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. So you need my skill with the sword. But I will be happy to oblige. What fortune? I've already found one. Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Bring it! Might die from ill.
tough little cookie, wasn't he?
Well fought, Kira, well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, the bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Lamin waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the scions in the Lamentian markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray, convey my apologies to the antecedent. Tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Kira, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? She's being kind of weird. She's smiling. Welcome home, Kira. I gather you found Tataru and Lips of Lamenta? Yep, and she's about to get killed by some little mobs. Aye, sounds as though she had quite an adventure. While it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request.